What should an independent artist be doing right now to make their chances of success greater in this industry?
You know, the most important thing that any artist can do is to work their record directly to the fans. And it's, you know, it's such a simple philosophy, but it's truly the one that works. And if you can build, you meaning an artist, can build a relationship with each fan one at a time, one-on-one, it's exactly the way a politician runs for office. They go out there, they shake hands, they kiss babies, they make themselves present as much as possible and show the constituency who they are and what they have to offer. And that's what artists today need to do. They need to get their music out there as much as they can. Well, first of all, they need to make great music.
Yes.
There's so much music out here, Funkworm. I mean, damn, my FedEx guy is a producer. You know, the guy at the local Waffle House who cooks my eggs at 3 a.m. owns a record label. And his little brother's the I mean, it's everywhere. Everybody's an artist. Everybody's a producer. Everybody owns a record label. So you've got to stand out from those, you know, 10 or 20,000 other people that are also doing the same thing that you're doing. It's just too oversaturated right now. So if you have really great music, then you have the opportunity to go build relationships one-on-one with people, whether it's going to an event and talking to somebody who is a potential fan and handing them a mixed CD or handing them physically, and I'm talking about physical, handing them music and starting up a conversation. I don't mean just pass it out so that they leave it on the chair and walk away. I mean having an intelligent conversation with people, or putting your music up on your website, or sending it to people in an email blast because they requested to be part of your you know, your monthly newsletter when you met them. It's got to be more fan-based, and it's got to be more one-on-one. And I know that when you look at somebody like an Adele, who has sold 4 million full-length, you know, releases of her music, it's hard to imagine that she has touched 4 million people directly. Yeah. But what she's done is she's touched enough people where they've become little ambassadors for her. And they turn around to their friends and say, hey, have you heard this new Adele album or this new Adele song? Man, it's incredible.
Exactly.
And then that vote of confidence will make that person and pull up her music and decide for themselves whether they like it or not. But if you're an artist and you can do that, you can actually make a really nice living out here just by touching your fans directly and letting them become rabid fans of yours and going out and spreading the word. And that's the goal, is for it to spread from sources that are trusted. You know,
Absolutely.
We burned out the music industry so badly and put out so much bullshit music, you know, and I'm sad to admit that I played a part in this. You know, when I did the No Limit deal, I knew that the philosophy was have 3 great singles and the rest is album filler. That was the philosophy back then, and sell it for $17.99 when all the other albums were $15.99. But hey, people were buying it, so It made perfect sense to do that, you know?
Yes.
Today, it doesn't make sense to do that. You got to have 17 banging songs if they're going to be on a full release, and it's got to be $9.99.
Right.
And you've got to be able to sell it digitally, and you've got to still be able to sell CDs, because independent artists are still going to have to sell CDs for a little bit longer until this whole thing goes 100% digital. And it will. There's a point where it's all going to stream or it's all going to be downloads, but we're not quite there yet. You know, even Jay-Z and Kanye, I think it's 40% of their music has been downloaded and 60% have been CD sales.
What? Right.
And as an independent, the CD sales are even higher than the downloads. So you've got to still supply CDs to your fans. They still want them, at least today.
That was going to be my next question. So you would agree that it's a must for independent artists to still press up physical product?
Absolutely. And I'll even go further out on a limb and tell you that for an independent rap artist, about 15% of your sales are digital. So the remaining 85% are still CD. And the more intelligent your rap is, the more downloads you'll have, but you're still only looking at about 15%. So an artist like a Gucci Man or a Waka, they're probably only going to have 5 to 10% of digital downloads.
Wow.
And the rest CDs. So it's just a matter of knowing your market and knowing how they want the music, how they want to receive the music and giving it to them the way that they want it.